Alright, hey guys, it's Parker. Back, we're going to make a quick stop, configure some public IP addresses so that they can be used on workloads. Then following that up, we're actually going to go deploy a workload on one of the nodes here at the top and show you some new features from the DevNet that are coming to the other net soon. Some of them are already on mainnet, but here we go. So to configure your IP addresses so that they can be used on workloads, it's slightly different than configuring them to be used as a gateway node. So we'll come back to the front here. You log in, go to your farm, and if you come down and select, you'll find the farm that you want the IP addresses to be available on. Expand that, expand your public IP section, and you'll see that I've already configured mine. My testnet farm's been up for a little bit, so they're already here. Now you can add IP addresses. To do this, you just add the IP address that you want to be deployable here with its CIDR notation. You're going to add the same gateway here. You'll see those represented back here on the background. Super simple. On the DevNet, we'll open that up. You'll see that there has been a range function added that is actually going to make this much simpler. So if you do need to add a big block, it becomes much simpler. So you can see here, you can actually drop this down, go to range, and add to's and froms for your gateways. Now, we're going to jump around a little bit more here. We'll go ahead and get logged into the playground. So both of those screens we just saw were dashboard, just on testnet and DevNet. Now we're going to come over here to playground, and this is the playground on testnet, which is where we'll be deploying on node 223 that's represented in the top here. I was actually making this video the first time, and someone deployed and used all of the capacity on 50 on DevNet while I was making the video, so that caused a little bit of an interruption. So we're going to go ahead and deploy it on testnet this time. So if you haven't made a profile yet, you'll go to create profile here. You will choose a password. And once you set that up, you will come here, you'll choose your profile name, you'll enter your words here, which will be coming from this app here, and then you'll enter your public SSH key. Now I'm already logged into my profile here, so we'll go ahead and activate my profile. Now to add funds. So right now you have to go and get your wallet address off of the dashboard. I'm going to go ahead and jump over here to Playground and show you the new DevNet model. Which just has this code here, which then is immediately as soon as you log in and activate your profile, you'll have a QR code that you can scan from the Threefold Connect app to send tokens directly to your twin. Now, back to testnet where we're logged in. So we're going to go ahead and choose a 2-core VM because my little mini nodes here only have 2 processors. We'll use 4 gigs of RAM. Set up some public IPv4 and IPv6. And then we're going to do manual filters and change it to node 223. So you'll see it verifies that it's up and I have enough resources, and we'll go ahead and click deploy. So I'm going to leave this real time for you guys. You'll see that it doesn't take a super long time, but it does take some time. If you watch the middle node at the top, you will see exactly what a farmer will see as a workload is deployed on his node. So some of the important facts here, when it does this, it's actually setting up relays that's giving its very own public IP address for IPv4 and IPv6 to this VM. So this VM will be able to function and do everything that your home computer can do because it's got its very own network. So you can get to it from anywhere. You could run a VPN server on it. You could run a file storage server on it that you can access from anywhere. The possibilities are truly endless because you can really deploy any VM you want. So when you deploy on a threefold node, it's really more like you're just renting the hardware itself. And you can really do anything you want with it after that. So as you can see up here in this middle pane, you can see the node has started the reservation process. It's got marked for an IPv4 reservation. It's got 2 processors reserved, and you can see it's been doing some stuff with CPU usage. So it does take a little bit. You'll get a menu here in a second that's going to show us all of our access information, and then we're going to go ahead and SSH into the node. And we will run a little speed test just as a functionality check, I guess. Yep, so here you go. We can see that our node has deployed. It's got all this stuff going on. So we're going to come up here. This is a WSL console running Ubuntu. As you can see, I'm in Windows, and this console is how I'm going to go ahead and SSH into the node. So we're going to use that public IPv4 address that we just deployed. And go ahead and SSH in. Whoops, that needs to not be capitals. So it's asking for the password for my key. All right, so got the node booting up there. I'm gonna jump over to a chat with Mr. Scott here that I've got some stuff saved in. This is just installing a speed test app and then running it. So as you can see in the middle console, you can see that the node is running, and that is what we're speed testing. And you can see, the processor usage shooting up because it's only a 2-core VM. It's really just meant for keeping the network running. But then you can see some of the network performance here at the Smith Tactical Solutions farm. As you can see, it's pretty solid. These particular nodes each have 1 gigabit uplinks on each of their public NICs. So yeah, so now you've got your node deployed. You've got a running VM of Ubuntu here. You've got your node here. It's configured with public IPs. You're using it. If anybody wants a specific tutorial, go ahead and comment it or reach out to me on Telegram. I appreciate you watching. You guys have a great day.